Hey everybody, happy Movie Monday, my friends. Jody Breckbill Stampin' Queen here, and I am live in my studio in South Central Pennsylvania. So if you are on with me, come on in, give me a like or a love. Let me know that you're here and that this is working okay. So hello, my friends. So yeah, it's Monday, so it's time for a movie. But before we get started, as everybody's coming in, I want to make sure as it is winter time, we're starting to think ahead till spring, right? We need to start thinking about warm weather, no snow. Lori says it's -7. She needs a little bit of spring. So I want to make sure you guys know that the 12 weeks of spring are coming up soon. That soon means like this Friday. February 3rd, you guys. February is right around the corner. And so we did this at Christmas. We did the 12 weeks of Christmas. I teamed up with these amazing ladies, my friend Connie Heisey, my friend Mary Ellen Stites, and my friend Betsy Kreider. And we brought you a video, or not a video, I'm sorry, a tutorial every single week delivered to your inbox. And we heard overwhelming results that you guys loved having that little bit of inspiration every Friday. So we're doing it again for the 12 weeks of spring. So it does start February 3rd, this Friday. Check your inbox every single Friday at 7 a.m. and we will get you a tutorial. Now, what can you do with these tutorials? Whatever you guys want. They're there for you. It's absolutely free. It does not cost you a thing. It is there to give you some creativity. You can create them. You can print them. You can do whatever you want with them. So hopefully you will enjoy. We are working with um, we'll be working with items from the PPC, right? This is the Pretty Purple catalog. So we'll be working with items from here. And I can tell you, I'm going to kick it off this Friday. So I have the first 3 weeks and I'll be using the Seaside Bay. So I think you guys will love what I've created. So all you need to do is get in my email list. So if you are not on my mailing list, you can find the link in the description of the video below. That's all you need to do. If you're already in my email loop, it's just going to arrive to your inbox every single Friday. All right. Any questions about that? Let me know. So we're kind of in a down period right now. I'm getting ready to gear up for February with some cool things that are about to happen. But I wanted to share a video with you using a fun little fun fold technique kind of thing called a corner tuck card. And I do have a prize patrol. So I'm not sure if you guys have seen these. These are the heart treat boxes that go with January's paper or January's paper pumpkin. So that is a Valentine themed paper pumpkin kit, but I ordered some extra of these because I wanted to make them up to give away. Let me show you what they look like for real. Super cute little treat boxes. I have some glare because, I have to have the bright lights on. So these are all stickers, and then the box comes, you're just going to assemble it. Super easy and very, very cute. They do hold some good treats in there. I've got Rolos. You could do Hershey Kisses. You can do Hershey Nuggets. You can do all kinds of fun things, but that is what I have as my giveaway. So all you need to do is like, love, comment, sprinkle my video, and I'll pick a winner and let you guys know how many are in here. 10. So you get 10 treat boxes. The little hearts or the little keys are in there. And then there is a tag and you can stamp whatever you want. This is actually from the paper pumpkin, but you could use any sentiment on there. So I love to get these and I give them out to my in-person folks whenever they're coming for class. They get a little treat and I tuck these in box or bags and gifts and stuff when I'm sending things out. So super cute, very easy to create. I had a good time. So let's talk about what we're going to use today. One of my favorites, we're going to use the Favored Flowers, right? Is that what it's called? Favored Flowers, Fragrant Flowers. I don't remember, but I love this designer series paper. This is the celebration one, and we have almost one more month, you guys. That's it with celebration. So this is a freebie. Favored Flowers. Yeah, the stamp set is called Fragrant Flowers. So we're going to use that. I've been using the heck out of that paper because I just love it. And this is our coordinating stamp set. Sure, Marcia. Marcia's asking about my retreat to go. So my retreat to go will not have anything stamped. You will have to do your stamping. It is a Stampin' Up! Rule that we are not allowed to pre-stamp items. So you would need to have your stamp set. You're able to actually order that when you register for the retreat. You can actually add on the stamp or the bundle. But yeah, we're not allowed to pre-stamp anything whenever we do classes and kits to go, that type of thing. So I have to follow along with the rules. So you would need to have a stamp to create your projects. All right, Fragrant Flowers is what we're gonna, this coordinates. And the only thing that I used with tonight's project is that die, because this die actually cuts out this flower out of the designer series paper. Very cool, no fussy cutting. So that's the only thing I used. For stamping, I pulled in the Beautifully Happy. So this is a stamp set that is a free one with a $100 purchase during celebration. So we got lots of friends on tonight. I love it. So let's go ahead and get started with this corner tuck card. So this is a card I created at my team meeting, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to share it with you guys because not everybody's on my team. So we're starting off with a piece of pale papaya, and I'm going to do a score at 5.5. And then I'm going to cut off 3 inches from one of the sides. Does not really matter because we haven't stamped or adhered anything. So we're just going to cut off 3 inches. You'll use that for something else. Don't get rid of it, but we're not using it on this project. So we'll fold that little flap over. Hopefully I've got everything I need here. I always go through my checklist and then inevitably I forget something, but you guys don't usually yell at me too much when I have an uh-oh. So I've got a piece of that designer series paper. Now at my meeting, I did a purple one, but I'm going to do the papaya and the calypso coral one. Also, at the end of the video, you can go into the recording, watch the replay, and you can also go into the description and I will have the dimensions put in here. So you don't have to frantically be writing stuff down. The dimensions will be stored in the description of the video. So hopefully that helps everyone in case you want to make these at home. So this one is 5 by 3 3/4, and I'm just going to put that on the inside here. And then for our front, we're going to do a piece of the coordinating designer series paper. So this is just the other side, and it's the, I'm thinking this is Mossy Meadow because it's a little too dark for Old Olive. So Mossy Meadow, and this one is going to be 4 1/4 by 2 1/4. And I'm going to, before I attach it, I want to add some of our pale papaya ribbon. So we'll just tack that around the back side. So I like the fact with our ribbons. Now I am going to go, I've got 2 thoughts going on. I love the fact that our paper is busy on one side, not as busy on the other side. So that means that I don't have a lot of busy going on this particular card. And also I'm going to attach my ribbon a little bit to the side. I'm not going to go right in the middle. Maybe I'm going to. Doesn't seem to want to stick tonight. I did just put some hand lotion on because my hands are so dry. And so I think that's not the best thing I could have done before I started my video. Everything's just a little bit sticky. All right, so I'm going to use this piece and add that to the front panel here. It is the same size, same width as our card, but just a little bit showing there on the edges. Okay. Now I've got a piece of basic white and basic black. They're going to layer together. So I'm going to stamp first because I always like to do that just in case I should have an uh-oh. I can always flip it over. So these are white 3x3 and black 3¼ by 3¼ she says as she double checks herself. Yep. Sometimes I think I'm cutting the right size and then I don't. So we're going to use that little sentiment. I think that Beautifully Happy has got some great sentiments in there. And so we're using Sending Happy Thoughts. Oh, look what just happened. Oh, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Hate when that happens and your card lays in your ink. But I don't have a lot of space here. Okay, so this is our sentiment, which actually ends up being on the outside of our card, which is kind of cool. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take a piece of the designer series paper. This is 2½ by 2½. If you guys are just coming on or you're watching the replay, hello. But you can go, when this video is done, you can go into the description and I will have the dimensions for you guys. So we need to trim this from corner to corner. So I'm just going to lay this in my paper trimmer. I've got each corner in that cutting track. And I'm just going to give it a slice. So technically, you are going to get 2 cards out of each one. Now, I do also have a piece of basic white cut to the same size, 2½ by 2½, because I feel like this gives a little bit more stability to that designer paper when we're making the corner tuck. You wouldn't have to, but I do prefer that. I also prefer some green glue, but it's gone missing. The gnomes have been in my studio. All right, let me go find my green glue and see what I did with it. Okay. I had it over on my workspace. So we're just going to glue these 2 pieces together. So we've got that basic white and we have our designer series paper. And I like the green glue because it gives you a little bit of time to like slide it and make sure that it fits properly. There we are. Now we're going to add that to the corner right here. So this is where the corner tuck comes in. That is just going to go right across there. So we want to make sure that we have got adhesive only on the edges, not any here, right? We only want on the edges. So double checking herself. Do as I do, not as I say, or do as I say, not as I do, right? Depends how bad my brain is functioning. It's tired today. It's been a busy day here at the farm. All right, so that's just going to get stuck right here, corner to corner. And I'm going to just hold it for a couple seconds to make sure that it does adhere. Okay, so while that dries a little bit, I did go ahead and remember I told you I used those dies. So I cut out one of these gorgeous flowers with the die. So that's so nice that you do not have to fussy cut that sucker, let me tell you. And I love the fact that it's got that black background. So now you can see this corner is going to tuck and attach to our card. So we want to have adhesive only on this side right here. So I'm just going to run 2 strips across. So we want to make sure that we're doing it the right way. Otherwise, we're going to send a card to our friends that doesn't open, and they're going to start to think that you've lost your mind because you're gluing your cards shut. So we don't want that to happen. Okay, so now you can see that that's going to open. Now it does have that pretty patterned paper there. You could put a piece of white on there to sign, or I would go over here. That's where I would put a white piece, and that's where I would stamp my sentiment and sign it for my friend. I don't want to cover up that pretty designer series paper. So now we're going to get out our dimensionals, and we're going to add this pretty flower right there. You can see now why I kind of went over to the left a little bit when I put this ribbon on. So let's get ourselves some Pop-Tarts. This is a very, very quick and easy card that's just a little bit different. So yeah, they would think it was April Fool's Day. That is true. So if you want, you could start gluing your cards shut, and that's what you tell everybody. April Fools. Okay, there we go. Now we'll add ourselves a bow. So I'm going to cut off a little bit more of that pale papaya ribbon. And pale papaya is one of our retiring in colors. We've been talking about this for the past couple weeks. We're getting ready to have a new catalog come out here in May. And so we'll start to see some things retiring. And one of the things is a set of in colors gets ready to go. So keep that in mind, that it is celebration. So if you need to add papaya to your stash, or maybe you just want to get some cardstock and some refills so that you can keep crafting with it, now's the time. Because once we announce those retiring in colors, those re-inkers tend to sell really, really quickly. So if you have a re-inker, game on. Like, you can keep on going. Oh, I hope you guys do make this. I would love to see what you made. So if you're making this one, challenge accepted, right, guys? I'm going to challenge you to make one of these cards. Now, the only thing is, I think we are on my Facebook page right now, which is Jody Breckbill Stampin' Queen. Let me see if I can find my Facebook group. There's my group. So if you're not a part of it, head over there after we're done and ask to join. But this is a private Facebook group and we can share pictures. So if you guys make this fun fold card, make sure you post a picture and share with the rest of us so we can see what you've done. All right, now I did want to bring some gems because everything's better with bling, but I totally forgot them. So rather than, spend more of your time, pretend there's some pretty gems on here, but there is our fun fold card. Corner tuck card, that's what its name is. And let me show you what happens when you do it in the purple. So yes, do we love this? Oh my gosh, we do. So this would be fresh freesia. And just the same exact card, just changing out the cardstock and using a different pattern of the paper. Because you get a bunch of these out of a piece of paper. There's a whole bunch of these guys in there. All right, my friends, there you go. There's tonight's corner tuck card, quick and easy, mac and cheesy. So thanks so much for joining me, everybody. Don't forget, my giveaway is the heart treat boxes. So all you need to do is like, love, comment, or sprinkle my video around, and I will announce a winner on my page. Then head over to Stamp with Jody B and ask to join and make one of these, right? Make one of these. So if you did not catch the dimensions, check the video description and I'll hook you up. All right, my friends, so good to hang out with you guys. Oh, I know, don't leave yet. I wanted to make sure, so you guys know that I'm on YouTube and Facebook, so make sure you like and subscribe and follow. YouTube and Facebook every Friday. Hold on, back the truck up. Every Monday, 7 p.m., I have a project for you guys on Facebook and YouTube. Wednesday, I usually am live at 10 in the morning Eastern time. This is Eastern, right? So 7 on Mondays, 10 on Wednesdays. But starting February, I'm changing my Wednesday time. So if you're on with me, make a note. I'm going to go live at noon Eastern time starting on Wednesdays. So I have a class that I'm doing at 9, and I can't get back in time to do a video with you guys. So Mondays, 7 p.m. Eastern time, Wednesdays, noon Eastern time. So it'll be lunchtime live. Hopefully that'll work a little better for some of my West Coast friends who are just getting up when I'm starting at 10. And some of you might be having lunch here on the East Coast. So I'm hoping that works out for you guys. Hopefully you understand, but I just had to make an adjustment. So there you go, my friends. So I will be live Wednesday, February 1st at lunchtime at noon Eastern time. And I will tell you if anything's different because we have had something happen. And so I'm not 100% sure that I'm going to be live, but we're certainly going to try. And it so happens to be my son's birthday that day. So my son is turning 22 on February 1st. So I will try to do some stamping with you guys, and then we're going to head up to his school and visit him and have some dinner with him. All right, my friends, that's what I wanted to share with you guys. Have a wonderful evening, everybody, and hopefully I will see you on Wednesday.